Introducing first, accompanied to ringside by the fabulous Lana Star from America's Motor City, Detroit, Michigan, and the Magic City, respectively, Penelope Pink and Lori and Lindsay Carlson, Miami Sweet Heat. Together, they are the Fab Four.
They are the five-time champions, Nigel. And look at Lana in Vegas. She's got all the cash. She probably won it at the D Casino, or maybe down at the Circa, or maybe the Four Queens or the Fremont Casino. And right now, she is a force in professional wrestling like none other. She's been her own champion once, and now she's held the singles champion with mentors and the tag champions around the Carlson twins 5 times, Nigel. You gotta take your hat off to the fabulous Lana Star.
The Fab Four is back. The Fab Four that was always meant to be Lana, Penelope, Lindsay, and Lori. And we are more fabulous than ever. A new era has begun.
You see, I am always one step ahead. Holly, you and I are living 2 different lives. You folded my laundry. You wore Lana's hand-me-downs. You were the help. And I am on one of the most exclusive lists in pro wrestling history, being both a former WOW World Champion and a former WOW Tag Team Champion. And my girls, the Fabulous Four, we are one of the most decorated and feared factions of all time.
Well, she's making a good point, Nigel.
So here's the reality check, kid. We will forever be record breakers. And you, Holly, you're forever some ratchet little girl.
Oh, they're breaking Holly down mentally, physically, everything.
And their opponents, Holly Swag, Big Rig Betty, and Jessie Jones.
Here they come, and they are coming into the ring, and they've cleared the ring.
Big Rig Betty, Jessie Jones, and Holly Swag running down to the ring. David, you talked about gambles that Lana Star has taken. Quite possibly, this could be one of the biggest ones.
Well, right here, the referee has handed me, look at this, the sock with the rocks. It's right here, baby.
And now, this has turned into quite the brawl between all 6 superheroes. Miami Sweet Heat has their hands full with Big Rigs and Bourbon, and Penelope Pink taking quite the beating from Holly Swag. Penelope Pink, oh my goodness.
Oh, Lori just blown right into the steel post. I don't know how she's gonna survive that. She's checking herself. And now Big Rig takes Lindsay and drives her into the steel pole. This isn't just a wrestling match for titles. This is about family. This is about respect. This is about showing somebody you don't mess with somebody's family. And you know what I'm talking about, Nigel.
That's right, David. You don't do that. That's the last thing in the world you want to do, and especially if your family is from Tennessee. I can tell you that. In the South, they value that big time now. As Big Rig Betty going for the cover now on Penelope Pink. Gets a 1 count on Penelope Pink, and what a main event this is. Took us a few minutes to calm things down and get some order restored in this contest. But now, Big Rig Betty set to face off against luscious Lindsay Carlson. Big forearm shot.
Ooh, another shot, another kick.
Big Rig Betty, upset, fuming, mad. at what the Fab Four did to her own flesh and blood, as she said it, her daughter, Holly Swag, David. And payback is the name of the game in today's main event here on WOW.
Twisting and turning and double elbows, takes down one half of the tag team champions, Luscious Lindsay.
Jessie Jones hooks the leg, gets a 2 count, says our official. Referee Max Padillo. Things so crazy in here, David. I forgot to mention, of course, Tormenta will be defending the WOW World's Championship against Paola, the Colombian Goat Mayfield. But right now, our main event has Holly Swag with the knees to the back of the head of Luscious Lindsay. And Holly Swag just looking to rip the hair out of the Luscious one's head, David.
She's got her in the right corner if you're there. Oh, look at that, a little payback for that cage match.
Put a little stank on that chop, David, if you will.
You got that right, a little memory for that steel cage. And look at this. Jessie Jones going to town. Lori tags her sister, though, when she hit the ropes. And Lori coming in and get a little more Southern comfort across her body.
Oh, my goodness. Charging back elbow from Jessie Jones. Snapmare takeover, and Jones now off the ropes. Big clothesline to lovely Lori. Will this be enough? And no. The 5-time World Tag Team Champion, lovely Lori Carlson, kicks out at 2. Big Rig Betty now tagged in for this main event. 6-person tag team action. Now it's Holly Swag hanging onto the ponytail of lovely Lori. And 2 Kiss My Grits in a row from Big Rig and Jessie Jones, David. What a main event this is. And you know that Big Rig, Jessie, and Holly Swag are giving the chiropractors of Sweet Heat and Penelope Pink a lot of business for the next several weeks. That's for sure.
Big Rig into the ropes. Look who grabs her right out from under her feet. Lana, Lindsay. Lana leaning down, pulling the lady from Tennessee. Holly goes in after Penelope. Jessie wanted Lori, the ref breaking it up.
And now all 3 members, Penelope Pink, Lindsay, and Lori Carlson, going to town on Big Rig thanks to Lana Star. Of course, Holly Swag and Jessie Jones taking over emotionally, and that led to Big Rig Betty paying a price for just a few moments in this matchup. Like a pack of wolves, the Fab Four just attacking Big Rig Betty. Haven't they done enough damage, David, to this family?
They certainly have, in my opinion. It's a disgrace what they did.
Snapmare takeover by Luscious Lindsay Carlson. Rear chin lock applied, David, to Big Rig Betty.
Back into the action, and Penelope Pink ran over there and took off Holly Swag, and Lori took off their other Jessie Jones, and in the ring still competing, Lindsay and Big Rig Betty. They are still in the ring going at it. Lindsay trying for a 3 count. The referee checking if the shoulder was down.
And referee Max
Shoulder
Padillo
was
saying
not down.
what? That's
was
right.
not down.
Lindsay didn't have that shoulder down, David, and that could have cost her this matchup, this 6-person tag team matchup now, as Big Rig Betty in the corner of the Fab Four.
This is our main event, fans. We welcome you back. This is all for revenge. Jessie Jones and Big Rig want revenge for what they did. The mind games, the manipulation to Holly Swag. Did you see that off of the rope by Penelope Pink?
What a blockbuster from Penelope Pink, who hooks the leg, but the referee has his hands full, and Holly Swag just coming in. Series of forearm shots, and Holly Swag sent back to her corner.
Penelope giving a signal to Lori. Lana Star, Lori, Lindsay, there they are, the Fab Four in all their glory. With Big Rig Betty paying the price, being hung up over that second rope.
The photo op by the Fab Four now, as as Penelope Pink, just as vicious as they come, as she bragged about it in the pre-match interview of former WOW World's champion and Penelope Pink, and now also, of course, we can't forget former tag champion of Holly Swag. The frequent tags in and out now as Lindsay Carlson connects with that clothesline to Big Rig Betty and tags out once again to Penelope Pink.
The fans here on Fremont Street are packed in like sardines in a can. They're watching this main event action, anticipating the Fab Four finally getting paid back for what they did to Holly Swag.
And David, you can imagine the thoughts going through the mind of Big Rig Betty. Not only the insulting positions that the team was put in. I'm talking about Holly Swag and Big Rig Betty now as Penelope Pink hooks the leg of having to clean the Fab Four's mansion. But take it beyond that. Holly Swag, of course, joining up with the Fab Four, but then being attacked, ambushed inside that steel cage. And now this chance at retribution continues, David. Big Rig Betty tries with the clothesline, but Penelope Pink just shuts down Big Rig Betty.
The mother is taking a pounding, Nigel.
DDT connects by Penelope Pink, who is looking to put this thing away in Holly Swag.
Saves her mother at this opportunity.
Holly Swag, as I mentioned, the former tag team champion partner of Penelope Pink. But all that, David, is now a matter of history now. The tag in to lovely Lori Carlson. Take a look at that shot. What an elbow drop! Right into the heart of Big Rig Betty.
She's got the 3 count, but Holly saves her mother again.
And once again, this matchup has just broken out into a brawl. And now, Penelope Pink, luscious Lindsay on the outside as lovely Lori with the boot right underneath the jaw of Big Rig Betty, David. The action so intense, so fast-paced. This is our main event here on WOW, David. Big Rig Betty ducks the clothesline attempt. And now, oh boy!
Did you see that, Nigel?
What a short arm clothesline from Big Rig Betty.
She brought the energy down from the bowels of her body and just jammed her in there to take her out. That may have taken all the energy from the mother, but she laid out Lindsay, who now is tagged in Penelope. Here comes Jessie Jones. Jessie Jones, the girl from the Bourbon Town, Bardstown, Kentucky, going to town on Penelope Pink, who's saying no, no, no more.
But that's not going to stop Jessie Jones now. Series of Tracy Smothers inspired back elbows to the side of the head of Penelope Pink as Jessie Jones just as charged up and ready for revenge as ever, David. Jessie Jones with the stroke.
Lori comes in to give a boot to the midsection of Jessie Jones. Lana Starr's watching in anticipation on the outside. She's nervous, she's worried. And wouldn't you be, Nigel?
If I were Lana Starr, I certainly would
Look
be.
Look at this, Holly Swag up off the 3rd rope.
Yes, and Holly Swag, Big Rig Betty and Jessie Jones walk away with a major victory in tonight's main event, David. Retribution